tell us the history of your business?
Okay, it's been a hardware here since back in the late 40s, early 50s. Basic hardware. It's like if you look back 10 years ago, like they call them sundries or sundries. It's got a little bit of everything, and that's started, like I say, back in the late 40s, early 50s, and but over the years, it's declined. You could get appliances, paint, hardware, any type of hardware stuff, just about anything you could do. It's like years ago Walmart in a smaller version.
Hello, Mr. Keith. Can you tell us about the history of your auto parts business?
Yeah, it's a family business. We started so long ago. We got together. We just wanted to start a small business in the community. It's been now about 30 years, so we've been here for a long time. That's what we just wanted to have a little business.
Or what is the history of the business and how y'all got started or how you got into it?
It actually got started 15 years ago when I had it. But I had health problems, so I closed it about 5 years ago, and my niece took it. So she's been here since then.
How long have you been in business?
I've been practicing law here for about 12 years now, and my partner, my uncle in this same office, has been here for over 30 years. He started practicing in 1978.
Can you tell us a little bit of history on that?
Well, he opened the business in '78 when he graduated from law school, and I joined the practice in the year 2000 after graduating from law school, and been here ever since.
Is there any challenges that your business faces?
It's the economy. With mining shutting down and things, the economy is probably as bad now as it's ever been.
What have been some of your challenges during those 30 years?
The way the economy has always changed, and trying to be competitive and sort of work within the economy to where we can still continue to survive.
What has been some challenges since you've been running the business?
Our challenges is to satisfy the families that come in that have lost loved ones. It's always a challenge to try and do your best to take care of them.
Definitely. Is that mainly who y'all work with or sell to?
A lot of it is family that have lost loved ones.
What have been some of your challenges during your time as an attorney?
Well, other than just the work itself, we have challenges like everyone else in this area as far as that goes, the economy and those kinds of things. Business is not as good as it once was here or most places now.
Have you heard about SoLoMo?
Yep. Last year, you guys came through, a group of you guys came through and told us about it, and I think had a workshop and things we didn't get to go to, but we heard about it through you guys.
Thank you.
We're familiar with Facebook, but we don't use it as a kind of tool for the business or anything. But I use it personally a lot.
Are you interested in learning to use other social media platforms to advertise for your business?
We thought about that, but it's probably not feasible for this particular area that we're involved in here. Didn't seem to be good for us, I'll say that.
And are you familiar with marketing on social media platforms such as Facebook or Yelp?
Well, I know nothing about
Oh,
this.
okay.
My children do, and my grandchildren, but I don't. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Are you interested in social media? And if not, can you tell us why?
Sure. We don't use social media very much, and the reason that we don't is sort of two reasons probably. Attorneys have to run all their ads by what's called the Board of Ethics with the Kentucky Bar Association, and those things are not very cost effective for us. You end up paying about twice as much for the ads. You have to pay the commission to approve it, and it's just an expense that doesn't yield for us the amount of business that we would need to be able to do that. And also, the other problem, and my bigger concern than the cost actually, is the ethical violations that it could result from. We can't really have sort of like, say, Facebook or those things. If we have people that we're representing, we don't want to have questions or comments about their case or those kinds of things posted on a public forum like that. Just creates so many problems for us, and could result actually in violation of the ethics code for attorneys and cause sanctions or violations like that. And that's why we just really don't use social media too much.